one day I got a call from Professor Ashwini Mohanty of IIT Bhubaneswar. And he said that he has started a research center called AI and HPC, because he works in HPC, but he was motivated to start some research in AI. So it is AHRC or something, and he got a large amount of money, and he's doing a lot of work. And Government of India and US government, they have now a collaboration, a collaborative research called NSF MIGHTY program, where we can apply for a research grant and then get some money. I said, okay, but I'm retired. I cannot handle it anymore. I have written so many proposals. Can we take another co-PI or PI? So we chose Dhabaleshwar from Ohio State, and then we wrote a proposal. And NSF gave us some money, but you know, they started the program without allocating any money, so we had to compete with the general public there. And you know, the NSF competition is very, very tough, but we were selected, and that gave rise to a collaboration between our university and IIT Bhubaneswar. So we got like $600,000, and they got about 5 crore rupees from the government of India. And we are collaborating in research. So whenever I come, I go and visit them and try to learn something about AI, you know, from his students. Now, but when we wrote the proposal, I said, look, I do not know anything about AI because I had so much of work in my high-performance computing or computer architecture area. I don't know how to learn about it, and you want me to write a proposal after retirement on AI, okay? So be careful. Those of you who are professors, you are giving tasks to the students right now, but once you retire, they will come back and give you the task to do. So he gave me the task, no, you have to read AI and write a proposal on AI, okay? So I said, what is AI anyway? And everybody knows how to apply AI, but what is behind AI? Something called contextual mapping. What is contextual mapping? Like, you know, for example, if it is a bank in money, that bank is a money bank, and there's a bank called river bank, right? Both banks are banks. They have the same embeddings, word embeddings, but their contexts are very different. So how does the computer know which context, you know, this subject is about, which context you are speaking about? So this is called a contextual mapping. And I found out that there's a paper called Attention is All You Need. Very famous paper by Vishwani and all. So they developed an attention model which can really go for the key and value factors, and then they can merge them and find the difference, contextual difference. So I said, okay, but then, you know, let me see how it works. You know, I found out that it is all nothing but matrix multiplications, okay? The entire attention mechanism or the theory behind LLM is matrix multiplication. Then I said, okay, I know about matrix multiplication. I know how it operates on GPUs and all that thing, so I can do something. So that is how I started my research in AI, and I do have work going on in the performance improvement or the energy saving in these LLM applications. And we are, you know, I'm trying to understand. There are so many papers. I'm still trying to understand what is behind AI. So I gave a talk recently at NIT Rourkela. I said, they said, can you give us a topic? I said, life after retirement. Or maybe what is behind ChatGPT? Oh, everybody jumped. We want to know what is behind ChatGPT. You know, it is all matrix multiplications. Thank you very much.
Sir, excuse me. Thank you, Professor Ellen Bhuyan. Now I request Professor Pradipta Kumar Nanda along with other dignitaries to present the felicitation. Center pora. Gotte gotte ari. Ije pachu pora. Ita nahi. Tome pura po. Thank you. Now I request Professor Ashwini Nanda to introduce Professor Ganpati Panda.
Thank you. So thank you, Professor Bhuya, for coming out of your retirement. I guess, Professor Bhuya, thank you. Thank you for coming out of your retirement to start your new career with HRC. We look forward to your very long career with us and spend more time, more than these 4 months you are spending now. Everyone, all of us will appreciate it. Thank you. So I will now introduce Professor Ganpati Panda. It's my BTech or BSc Engineering Electronics in Burla. And so I don't know where to start, but since we have little time, let me just tell a little bit about his work. Professor Panda, he is now a research advisor at C.V. Raman Global University. And during his last close to 50 years of service in academia and research, he has been the Deputy Director and also Dean of Academics at IIT Bhubaneswar, and is currently a Professorial Fellow at IIT Bhubaneswar. He comes to IIT quite often. He was also Dean of Administration. He had a long time he spent at NIT Rourkela, and also, of course, Burla, where I was his student. So he completed his postdoctoral research at University of Edinburgh, and he had his PhD before that in IIT Kharagpur in signal processing. All his life he has been working in signal processing. Actually, Professor Panda once gave me a book when I was his student, saying that, and until that time, I didn't know what was the origin of this, the numerals, the system of the decimal system from 0 to 9, and where it came from. And then actually, Professor Panda gave me a book written by a professor at MIT, saying, look, this is where it came from. I mean, so the numerals from 0 to 9, we actually invented here in...
খুকি স্যাম্পল চেক করে নিয়েছো?
হ্যাঁ বাবা, স্যাম্পল তো চেক করে নিয়েছি, কিন্তু তুমি বিজনেস বাড়ানোর ব্যাপারে কি ভেবেছো?
বিজনেস বাড়ানো খুকি এটা কোনো ছেলে খেলা নয়।
ড্যাড, মোদি সরকার একটি স্কিম চালু করেছে, প্রধানমন্ত্রী বিকশিত ভারত রোজগার যোজনা, যাতে তোমাকে সরকার আগামী 2 বছর পর্যন্ত প্রতি মাসে 3000 টাকা পর্যন্তের ইনসেন্টিভ দেবে, তাও প্রত্যেক নতুন হায়ারিং এর জন্য।
আচ্ছা।
আর ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং এ তো এই ইনসেন্টিভ 4 বছর पर्यंत পাওয়া যায়।
আরে বাবা, খুকি তুই তো আমার সব চিন্তাই শেষ করে দিলি।
प्रधानमंत्री विकसित भारत रोजगार योजना करीब 3.5 करोड़ नौजवानों को रोजगार के नए अवसर बनाए।
এই যোজনায় যোগদানের জন্য pmvry.labor.gov.in দেখুন।
Many places, and among the top 2% researchers of the Stanford University list, actually, that the Stanford University list tracks the most cited authors, right? So, so there are few people, actually, Subhanshu is one of them here, and there may be more. And also he was in the CDOT Technology Advisory Board, and is among the best computer science electronics researchers in the listings of fellow in IET and IETE. So I think this is a very short list of things that Professor Panda has achieved. But I think that the best thing, the most valuable thing, the most cherished thing that Professor Panda has, and Professor Bhuya, that the love of their students. Everywhere they go, I mean, almost everybody is their students or grand students, or, and so Professor Panda always actually took care of his students, right from the day that I saw him in Burla. He doesn't wait for the student to come to seek help. He proactively goes to the student, says, okay, what do you need? So Professor Panda, thank you very much. Yes.
Good morning to all distinguished guests, policymakers, clinicians, industry leaders, faculty members, and my young friends. It is a privilege to speak at the Odisha AI Symposium. Thank you to the organizers for hosting this crucial event and for the kind felicitation. Odisha is not just my academic geography, it is a part of my life story. And having witnessed multiple technology revolutions over 5 decades, I hold the timeless lesson that science becomes meaningful only when it becomes usable, reliable, and scalable for the society. Today, AI is advancing rapidly, but deployment quality AI, the kind that survives real constraints and real users, is still rare. This symposium helps Odisha rise to this challenge by demonstrating how AI can be engineered as public infrastructure, ethical, explainable, secure, and continuously improving. If we approach this strategically, this symposium will produce not only ideas but concrete commitments. These commitments, such as establishing a shared benchmark and data set culture, defining governance model for trustworthy AI, and building a talent pipeline that lifts rural and undeserved communities, will ensure that Odisha creates a replicable blueprint for India and for many regions globally that face similar constraints. Ultimately, this work will make Odisha a model state for trusted, inclusive, outcome-driven AI. Our focus must be mission mode, AI that addresses Odisha's specific constraints. Odisha has a unique combination of rural and tribal diversity, a rising lifestyle disease model, and practical constraints at the last mile. The core question is, can we embed AI into the day-to-day workflows where people actually receive care and services? We must treat AI as a socio-technical system, not just an algorithm, and bring the discipline of engineering into our deployments. To achieve this impact, we must select 2-3 mission pilots with high public value and manageable risk. Examples of high-impact AI applications tailored to the needs of Odisha include: first one, early NCD risk trials, identifying non-communicable disease risks early; maternal high risk flagging, utilizing AI to flap mothers who are at risk during pregnancy. Teletrial support, providing assistance for remote diagnosis and care prioritization. These pilots are essential steps towards building the trust, the real currency impact of citizens, frontline workers, and government. Professor Dr. Ashwini Nanda, I visited IIT Bhubaneswar, have set up a very good lab with funding from different resources, not only focusing on high performance computing, but application of AI to agriculture, healthcare, and many such places. One thing to the youngest participant here, I can request Odisha has some burning issues. Fires are cut and destroying forest. Stray dogs and cows are moving in the cities. They are thirsty, they are hungry, they are not well. Can you do something on this? There are many burning issues. Let us discuss a plan, and we old people are there to help. Now, thank you. I look forward to working with all of you to realize the vision of making Odisha a living test bed of responsible life. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak few words. Thank you again.
Now, Professor Ganpati Panda will be felicitated by the dignitaries and dais. Let's have a big round of applause for his contribution to artificial intelligence. Thank you, Professor Ganpati Panda, sir. Now it is the time to distribute the prizes for the regional finalists of hackathon. In this regard, I request Professor Sukant Kumar Mahapatra to proceed.
Good morning, everybody. I want to let you know what we did as part of the symposium. It's not about just lecture or kind of a talk and all. What we did as part of the symposium, Pan Odisha Hackathon, and split it into 4 regions, North, West, Central, and Southern region. And actually many students and entrepreneurs have participated in this hackathon. And actually we did kind of evaluation and all, and people have been selected. Before we start, I would like to invite to the dais the people behind this massive hackathon to conduct Pan Odisha Hackathon. One is Professor Bisoi, who was leading the Northern Zone, Professor Bisoi. Professor Bharat Sahu, leading the Central Zone, Professor Bharat Sahu. Professor Chinara, leading the Western Zone. Professor Sushant Sahu, leading the Southern Zone. And in addition to that, I would invite 2 persons who put many of the kind of a lot of work went behind it. I invite Professor Sujata Chakrabarti to come to the dais. and Mrs. Lopa Mishra. Yeah. So we have a list of the people. To kind of award the ceremony. Hope all the people are here, and I request Professor Bishoi to lead the Northern Zone distribution part.
It's a great honor to announce the names of the finalists of the Northern Zone. Shall I start with third or first? Okay. So the third prize goes to the students from IGIT Sarang, Mr. Subham Kumar Jaina, Abhishek Tipiria, Vivek Samal, and Dipuna Sahu. Their project was style-made
Sustainable and
AI-powered
inclusive
voice
future.
swapping
And now,
lifestyle
AI
assistant.
is set to elevate education, healthcare, transport, mining, manufacturing, and inclusivity, reshaping lives and accelerating Odisha's future. Odisha, an eastern land shaped by timeless culture, deep heritage, and a spirit that has endured for centuries. From rice and textiles to filigree, spices, fisheries, minerals, and energy, Odisha's prosperity flows through every craft, every trade, and every creation. Today, Odisha's progress is shaped by its people, farmers, artisans, innovators, entrepreneurs, all moving toward a sustainable and inclusive future. And now, AI is set to elevate education, healthcare, transport, mining, manufacturing, and inclusivity, reshaping lives and accelerating Odisha's future. Odisha.
Yeah. So the third prize goes to the students from IGT Sarang, Subham Kumar Jaina, Abhishek Tipriya, Vivek Samal, and Dipuna Sahu. Their project was StyleMate, an AI-powered voice shopping and lifestyle assistant. Please give a big round of applause to them. No, ठीक है. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Second prize goes to Mr. Chandrasekhar Behera from Maharaja Sri Ramchandra Bhanjadeva University. So his project was Gram AI, bilingual AI system for paddy and skin disease. Center. Gram AI, bilingual AI system for paddy and skin disease detection. Mr. Chandrasekhar Behera, second prize of Northern Regional AI Hackathon. And the first prize goes to Mr. Siva Prasad Prashti, Suchismita Das, Sandeep Kumar Mahanta, and Sudhanshu Sethi from Maharaja Sri Ramchandra Bhanjadeva University, Baripada. Please be quick. Please give a big round of applause to the team of Maharaja Sri Ramchandra Bhanjadeva University, who are the winner of the Northern Regional AI Hackathon. I request Dr. Bharat Sahu to announce the winners of the Central Zone. Sir.
Bharat is not here. Okay. Okay, on the Central Zone, Dr. Jyoti Agrawal, Aman Patra, Samita Sukanya, the first prize. Not there. The second prize goes
የገና ወራት ሲቃረብ ስለ ስጦታ ማሰቡ አይቀርም። ጥሩ መጽሐፍቶች ደግሞ ለወዳጅ ለዘመድ ትልቅ ስጦታዎች ናቸው። የዶክተር አለማየሁ ምርጥ መጽሐፍቶችን አማዞን ላይ በተመጣጣኝ ዋጋ አቅርበንልዎታል። አለማየሁ ዋሴ ቡክስ ብለው ይፈልጉ፣ ሁሉንም ማግኘት ይችላሉ።
third prize goes to Ankit Kumar, Abhinash Kumar, Mandip Rai, and Ankur Kumar Pandey. They're from the IJD Saran. Okay, okay. Western Zone, Professor Chinara.
Thank you, sir. So the first prize goes to Kotha Sai Teja, A.V. Vignesh, and Sri Harsha from National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. Congratulations, guys. The second prize goes to Aswini Kumar Panda, Aishman Behera, Vishma Pashayat, Binay Binit Lenka from Biput, Biju Patna University of Technology. Congratulations. And the third prize goes to Amit Kumar Behera and Amritansu Mishra, National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. Congratulations, Amritansu and Amit. Thank you, sir.
This is for the South Zone. The first prize goes to Career Craft, comprehensive cloud native platform for democratizing career guidance in India using multi-service AI. They are from NIST University, Berhampur. First prize. The second prize goes to Let's Explore, an AI-assisted platform for planning travel. Team 4 may kindly receive the prize. They are from NIST University. They are not coming. The third prize goes, second or absent. Chokadola Yatra, RAG enhanced framework for context aware and accessible tourism planning in India. Sriom and Shivam Panigrahi from NIST University. Thank you, dignitaries.
Yeah, actually, the 12 team which has won the regional hackathon will have a final round at a state level grand finale at 2 to 4. So it will be kind of a out of the 12 from each zone, from the 3 from each zones, we'll have a final hackathon at 2 to 4. Please participate and see the wonderful work done by the team. And I thank all the participants, all the students and entrepreneurs who have participated this grand hackathon event, and also all the people on the hackathon core team, all the team leads, Professor Chakrabarti and Professor Lopa Mishra, who has lead the mentoring of the student, and thank you everybody. Thank you all.
Congratulations to all the regional finalists of Hackathon in connection with Odisha AI Symposium. Now it is the time to make you a little surprise. We are here with having the presence of a very distinguished academician and stalwart of computer science, Professor Chita Das. In this regard, I request Professor Prashant Mahapatra to proceed further.
It really fills my heart, and it's an honor to recognize one very prominent researcher from the state of Odisha, Professor Chita Das. Professor Chita Das is a distinguished faculty at the Penn State University and has a very eminent research track record. He has excelled in many of the areas of computer science, but more than anything else, I would also highlight his contribution to the state of Odisha. Being one of his very senior most PhD student, every year he invites all the PhD alumni students for an entertaining engagement and an evening of fun with all the alumni. And more than half of that group are from the state of Odisha, and everyone has excelled in their field. It's always a pleasure in terms of making an impact to the state of Odisha in research. It is very hard to find another person than Professor Chita Das who has done it in such an exemplary way. Thank you, and please.
Sir, would appreciation, please. Sir, କହିବେ?
Namaskar. Sorry, this was a surprise. I didn't know. I Manasam को कहते जे किसी कहबेनी मु आसीबी गोटे सरप्राइज विजिट करी କାଲି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାବେଳେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୁଁ ଆସିଲି ହାଇଦ୍ରାବାଦରୁ ଆଫ୍ଟର ସ୍ପେଣ୍ଡିଂ 7 days ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ଏଠି କ'ଣ ହେଉଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଇଟ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଏ ସରପ୍ରାଇଜ୍ କିନ୍ତୁ ଅଲ୍ ଅଫ୍ ୟୁ ସରପ୍ରାଇଜ୍ ମି ପ୍ରଶାନ୍ତ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ଭେରି ମଚ୍ ପ୍ରଶାନ୍ତ ଯାହା କହିଲା ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ଏକ୍ଜାଜରେସନ୍ ମୁଁ ଏତେ କିଛି କରିନି ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଏ ପ୍ରଫେସର ଆଟ୍ ପେନ୍ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ମୁଁ ଆଡ଼ଭାଇଜର ପ୍ରଫେସର ଲକ୍ଷ୍ମୀନାରାୟଣ ଭୂୟାଁ ବସିଛନ୍ତି ସେଠି ଆଗରେ he was felicitated and Prashant is my third or fourth PhD student. Tapare probably out 10 jan khande Odia PhD student no they're excelling in every way. He is now the provost and very soon probably he will be a president of a university. Okay, probably first Odia to be a president. Then first Odia female student who is a professor at Michigan. So mostly from NIT Rourkela and other places, no. So, and I'm honored to work with these people, but more than that, ଆପଣ जो function କରୁଛନ୍ତି AI function, I just started move 3 department head for 9 ବର୍ଷ ତାପରେ step down June ରେ. We started an AI undergraduate degree, one AI graduate degree, and AI for all. So, and there is AI master's degree and AI minor. So, more able chatta panchta AI degree started. I want to see that some of those things start in Odisha, and I have the curriculum, and how that can be done. Probably that's more of interesting than this, what we discuss here. With that, again, thank you all. Thank you all. I know almost everybody here, and and thanks for attending the meeting and the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor C.R. Das. Now it is the time to invite and listen Sri Manas Ranjan Panda, Special Secretary, Electronics and Information Technology Department, Government of Odisha, and also he is the Managing Director of Odisha Computer Application Center. I invite Mr. Manas Ranjan Panda to deliver his kind address.
Very good morning to all. Respected VC SOA University, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, distinguished professors, participated in different part of globe, part of the state, faculty members from SOA University, my dear student. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the SOA University for organizing the important symposium and for bringing together such a distinguished gathering of mind under a single umbrella, under a single roof. It's a privilege to be here at this symposium. I am delighted to be among such a vibrant and diverse audience and to share with you about the Odisha's journey towards becoming a meaningful contributor to the frontier of artificial intelligence. Friends, as all of you are aware that India is a huge potential in AI because it's a large country having a highest youth population, large share of India of world's data which is within the India, and as well as all of you know that the data is very, very important, very, very crucial for AI to learn, to improve. So artificial intelligence is not about replacing people, but it's how we can empower them. It's a tool that can augment the human work, help to solve the real-time problems, create new kind of jobs rather to replace them. It's a tool that can make all of our life, the everyday life, better, easier by providing the services in different sectors, be it healthcare, be it education, be it agriculture, be it governance, bringing good governance. So India as a country has got a huge talent and scale to innovate the AI. That's because again, as I mentioned, because of its highest youth population, the highest STEM graduates, the second largest English speaking proficiency country. So across the globe, AI has emerged as a strategic national capability, developing the developed economics such as like US, United States are leading in AI, following by China. At the same time, India as a country is emerging as the third most competitive nation in AI globally, ranking ahead several advanced economies. This is the progress reflects the strength of India's talent pool, growing research space and a policy environment that focus a long-term building, capacity building. So the government of India, they have, in the earlier part of 2024, they have come with the India AI mission with the objective to strengthen the AI ecosystem in the country and provide a complementary and comprehensive framework for the India's AI ambition. It's a structure around 7 strategic pillars which address the compute capacity, the data set, inform the AI data scores, the different application development, skilling, research and innovation, promoting the startup, including the financing the startups, and STEP and trusted IIT. To align with that, the government of Odisha has also come up with a Odisha AI policy, which is one of the first in the country, mid of this current financial year, I think August 2025, aligned to the government of India's vision, aligned to that 7 pillar of government of India. So we have focused into 4 pillars that caters all the 7 pillars of government of India, that objective, which is focused around the strengthening of compute infrastructure, the data capability, skilling, fit to how can we skill the future ready workforce, energy that shows the commitment to build a sustainable AI ecosystem, and of course to create a right kind of policy. As my past speaker, they have already emphasized about the objective of this symposium, how it conceptualized, and following with next 2 days event, which our department, the Department of Electronics and IT, is working for this Odisha AI Summit. It's a precursor event to the Impact AI Summit, which is going to happen from 15th to 20th of February 2026. And for next 2-3 days, today we have this symposium. Afternoon, the government of India, they are doing a hybrid workshop with a theme that democratizing the AI resources. When I talk about resources, it is the compute resource, the talent resource, the data sets, which is very, very important. Followed by the AI event. I request all of you to participate, because in that event largely. So, in fact, the state is also coming with a operational guideline, partial operational guideline to the Odisha AI policy, which will be launched tomorrow. So it is not fair for me to mention, because most of you participate here from different part of from US and from OSA and all. So about the initiative that has been taken by the government, by our department, in terms of creating the right kind of ecosystem. So immediately after announcement of this policy, we are working very closely with various organizations. Professor Nanda is here working with AHRC to identify problem statement, to create the solutions, working with NASCOM. We have signed an MOU with NASCOM for setting up a center of excellence. The policy also support the Government of India AI mission policy, support the startups. There is in terms of concessional, they offer concessional rates to the startup, those who are identified by the India AI mission. On top of that, the Odisha AI policy also support further, I think 40% some kind of incentives are there, and Odisha AI, under Odisha AI mission, any startup selected, they will get additional 50% discount on the compute. So with NASCOM we are working, with AHRC we are working, with Wadhwani Foundation we are working to skill the government workforce. So we have identified champions within the department, but because what we understand over the last few decades, with lot of the e-governance activity, the lot of computerizing happening across the country, of course within the state of Odisha, we have gathered lot many data within the department, within the state, but those are not in a very, very systematic manners. So how can we annotate those data? How can we structure those data so that it can, the Government of India, they have created an AI course. Basically, they are coming with challenge statement. Suppose there are some problem statement, they run some challenge statement. Similarly, from state side also, we are going to launch those kind of hackathons, those kind of challenge statement with association with NASCOM, of course with the academic institutes and industrial participation. So soon, I think we will have a portal launched where all this information will be available to the students, to the researchers, to the industry and academicians. The data, the state data repository we are trying to place there. And fortunately, Government of India under the AI mission, recently they have announced 2 centers of excellence for the state of Odisha. Of course, one we are going ahead with the NASCOM. The other one we are yet to decide with whom we will. So we are talking to different bodies within the ministry, different organizations for setting up the COE. Again, within the NASCOM COE, the objective is to create a AI ready workforce, to skill the students, to come up with different kind of cohorts, different kind of challenge competitions, skill the industry professional, give them some kind of knowledge how AI can be useful, how it can impact within the industrial activity, because as you know, Odisha is a mineral-based state, lot of industrial activities are happening within the state of Odisha because of its own the resources availability, because it's natural resources available. Apart from that, I like to mention something that apart from AI also there are many focus, and our department is working strongly with Government of India, with different aligned department in terms of creating different policies. Semiconductor is one of the priority sector. Electronics as a whole is a priority sector. Also data center, when I talk about compute, we need lot of compute capacity. So Government of India, they have empaneled I think 26 vendors.
मेरा नाम मेरी शान विस्टा प्रिंट
Somewhere else. So those kind of things, the basic things has been worked out by Government of India, and we are also aligned with them. So data center is one of the focus area, because of we are getting lot of requests from different hyperscalers, from different ISPs, TSPs for setting up data center. Adani has set up, we have offered land to Adani for setting up a AI enable data center, offer land to IOTA, land to Controlex, and talking to various companies. GCC is one of the focus area. I think 2 days back, our friend Mr. Ajay Mahanti, he tested me how the new GCCs, they are looking at the smaller towns for setting up their center. The idea is why they are looking, because of the resource availability within the smaller towns, the tier 2, tier 3 cities. So these kind of gathering, this kind of knowledge sharing will definitely help create right kind of ecosystem, bringing the GCC companies. So one is the availability of resource within the smaller town. The second one is the cost competitiveness. If you compare to US to tier 1 city within the country and tier 2 cities, the cost competitiveness. The state also announced this last week a GCC policy. Lot many incentives are offered within that policy. So GCC semiconductor, I like to reiterate something that it's something music to all of our ear, that we got 2 semiconductor company approved. We have given them land within the state of Odisha. So one is in the compound semiconductor and the silicon carbide, another in the advanced packaging. We are getting a lot of response of semiconductor, the electronics, the data center, the GCCs. So we are looking at the holistic ecosystem, not only focusing the AI but also in different segment across the different verticals. So there are programs. There's the Odisha chip program, which has been approved by Government of Odisha. Soon we are going to start on ground chip to startup program under Government of India, where I think 11 institute has been given access to use the tools, which has been, there is a tool grid created by MIT through CDEC, which is again a Government of India entity. So the C2S program we have given, the Government of India has given access to 11 institutes apart from 4 initially, and I think you will be surprised to know that there is no dearth of talent. I think in the last Semicon 2025, which was held 2 months back in Delhi, Honorable Union Minister, he presented a indigenous chip to Honorable Prime Minister, and it's surprising to happening to listen that 4 of our students, they have developed the pilot, the test line, the chipsets. They are from Odisha. So 1 from Parla Maharaj, 2 from NIT Raulkela, and 1 for, I think, I'm forgetting them, but there are 4 colleges. So the chip tape out, they have, it's an indigenous chip. So it was presented before the Honorable. So we have got all sort of talent availability within our state to attract investment, to create a right kind of ecosystem. Only what we need to work collectively, collaboratively. So this is just a beginning. So we have got all the eminent industry experts, the eminent professors participated in this symposium. So my request, let us work with this beginning, let us work together, how can we build and what is the way forward, and we have to carry forward with a right kind of mindset, and we have to work out some kind of how we can scale it up and in a continuous manner. So with this, I wish a great success to this symposium, a meaningful and impactful symposium, and great discussion ahead. Thank you very much.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। वर्तमान शेष पर्व संवर्धनार पर्व ओडिशा कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता सिम्पोजियम यह संवर्धना पर्व में मु वर्तमान विश्वविद्यालय कुलपति प्रोफेसर प्रदीप्त कुमार नंद महोदय को अनुरोध करुच्ची से आज स्वतंत्र अतिथि तथा राज्य सरकार स्वतंत्र सचिव मिस्टर मानस रंजन पंडा महोदय को संबोधित करेंगे। प्रोफेसर प्रशांत महापात्र को संबर्धित करने मु कुलपति महोदय को अनुरोध करुछि। प्रोफेसर अश्विनी नंदन को संबर्धित करेंगे कुलपति महोदय। आपण मैंने टिके गोटे गोटे करताली देले टिके एनर्जेटिक हेबे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस उपरे सब बेले डिपेंड कले हम नहीं निजर भी इंटेलिजेंस टाको टिके व्यवहार करंतु। प्रोफेसर सुकांत कुमार महापात्र को वर्तमान संबर्धित करने मु कुलपति महोदय को अनुरोध करुछि। प्रोफेसर चित्त बराल महोदय को अनुरोध संबर्धित करने कुलपति महोदय को अनुरोध। प्रोफेसर अवनी पात्र, प्रोफेसर शुभ्रांशु रंजन सामंतराय, now we have come to the end of this inaugural ceremony of Odisha AI Symposium. यहाँ परे आउरी अनेक की नोट डेलिब्रेशन्स अच्छी तेणु वर्तमान मंच उपरू अतिथि मानू मुझे पुणी थरे कृतज्ञता ज्ञापन करी विदाय नेवाई निमंत्रण करुछि।
बैग रखी थी I think all should get the समझते नहीं जाइए